If you feel like you're doing everything right with money, but still can't get ahead, you're not alone. I felt that too growing up around frugal Filipino families who are quietly winning with money. But the habits that people joke about as being cheap or outdated are the exact reasons I save thousands of dollars every single year. So today, I want to walk you through these Filipino frugal habits that actually move the needle for me. Not extreme stuff, not miserable stuff, just simple habits that compound quietly over time. And the last one, that one genuinely caught me off guard. It's not about saving money at all. It's about what you trade for comfort. Stick with me through the end and let me know what you think when you get there. Share expensive stuff. One of the biggest Filipino frugal habits I grew up with was sharing instead of owning. In Filipino culture, there's this idea of bayanihan. Everyone pitches in, so no one has to carry the full load alone. Growing up, nobody owned everything. One family had a lawnmower, another had the power tools. Someone's uncle always had the truck. Fast forward to adulthood, and suddenly everyone wants their own version of everything, even if they use it twice a year. Here's the money moment. If you avoid buying one $1,500 item by sharing or borrowing, that's $1,500 you didn't have to earn, save, or invest just to break even. So for you, that might look like checking with family, friends, or even neighbors before buying things for just in case. Use it up, wear it out. This one is deeply Filipino. If something still works, you keep using it, period. I watch relatives wear the same clothes for years, drive the same cars forever, and keep appliances running way past the point most Americans would replace them. Not because they were struggling, but because replacing something that still works felt wasteful. I did the same thing. I drove an old car for years, even though I could afford an upgrade. Every month I did an upgrade, I kept a few $100s. And those hundreds of dollars, they compound quietly. Here's the math. A $400 monthly upgrade that's invested can turn into hundreds of thousands over time. That's the real cost of I'm bored of this. So your job this week is simple. Don't replace something unless it's actually broken, not just ugly. Cook at home like a Filipino household. This one saves people way more than they expect. Filipino frugal habits work because food is treated like a resource, not entertainment. In Filipino households, cooking at home is normal. Big batches, leftover for days, rice cookers that are always on. Nobody asks, what do you feel like ordering tonight? And yeah, maybe it's adobo for 3 days in a row, but it works. Here's the logic. An extra $10 per meal, 5 times a week, is $2,600 a year. That alone can fund an emergency fund or wipe out credit card debt. So maybe for you, it's not cooking every meal. It's just cooking more meals on purpose. Waste feels wrong. This money habit saves money quietly. When you grow up watching people freeze leftovers, reuse containers, and stretch meals, waste feels painful. That old butter container with mystery contents, that's not a joke. That's efficiency. Throwing food away is literally throwing money away. If you cut just $50 a month in food waste, that's $600 a year. And most people waste more than that without even noticing. So your move here is awareness. Pay attention to what you throw away. Food is almost always the first leak. Fix it first, replace it last. In my family, replacing something was the last option. Clothes got mended, appliances got repaired, shoes got worn until they were truly done. You didn't toss something just because it had a small problem. The rule was simple. Repair it unless repairing costs more than replacing it. Here's why this matters. Fixing things delays upgrades. Delayed upgrades means lower monthly costs for years. So before replacing something, ask yourself, can this be fixed for less? You'll be surprised how often the answer is yes. Real quick, if this video is hitting home so far, hit the like button. And actually, let's make this fun. If we hit 1,000 likes, I'll try to convince my Filipino mom to come on camera with me. And we'll talk about all the frugal stuff she did that I didn't understand until now. So if you want that video, hit the like button. Now let's get back to it. Simple stuff breaks less. Another Filipino frugal habit, simple is better. Basic appliances cost less, last longer, and are easier to repair. The more features something has, the more ways it can break. Your fridge doesn't need to text you. Your washing machine doesn't need 47 modes. Your phone definitely doesn't need to control your lights. Here's the hidden win. Simple stuff lowers temptation. Fewer upgrades, less lifestyle creep, more margin. So for you, that might mean choosing the basic version on purpose, even when the ads try to shame you to buy new stuff. Comfort versus freedom. This is the one no one warns you about. A lot of families choose comfort now and end up stuck forever. New car, bigger house, more stuff, but zero margin. But I've watched families, especially immigrant families, live simply for years, build assets quietly, and end up with freedom most people never reach. They weren't trying to be impressive, they were trying to be stable. The sacrifices were temporary, the freedom lasted for decades. You don't have to go extreme, but you do have to be intentional. That trade off is the whole game changer. So, if you want to apply these Filipino frugal habits, here's what I want you to do this week. First, delay one upgrade you're about to make this year. Just one. Second, plan your meals before grocery shopping and commit to leftovers. Third, share or borrow one expensive item instead of buying it. Fourth, track what you waste for 7 days food, money, time. And let me know in the comments below which one you're committing to. I would love to hear it. Most people watch this and say, yeah, that makes sense. But very few will actually change anything. Filipino frugal habits aren't exciting, but they save thousands every year because they quietly work in the background. I'm not special. I just grew up around these habits, tested them out, and stuck with them long enough, and now I became a millionaire. So if you enjoyed this video, get a copy of my free guide on how people can save money on their biggest housing expense. The link is in the description down below. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next video.